Hello my friends, Paul here in the RoJoBe Music Workshop, and welcome to a short video series. It'll probably be in two parts, and this is my instrument collection. So I've been collecting instruments in one form or another for a long time, 25, 30 years maybe, about probably 25 to 30 years I've been collecting instruments. So I collect some, and then I sell some, and then I collect more, and it just goes on and on and on. So my regular viewers will probably know that I'm a banjo player, not a good one, and also a ukulele player, not a good one. So I currently have 16 instruments, 16, most of which I don't play that often. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of them, give a little bit of a backstory on some of them, not too much. I'm not going to be playing any of them, so it's by no means a sound demo. I just wanted to show you my collection. So to my left I've got a rack with 9 ukuleles on it. To my right I've got another rack with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 non-ukuleles. So I'm going to start with the ukes. Just to make it easy for myself, I'm just going in size order, no particular order for length of time I've had them or any stories. So I'm going to start with this one, which is a soprano scale banjolele. So it's a wooden top, and yes, it's strung with a high G. I personally prefer low Gs, but because I've got so many, I've decided to do some high G, some low G. So I've actually made, this is one that I made. I made 2 of these. One is still for sale in my shop, and this one I decided to keep. I had to extend the neck on this one because the body is so small. The bridge ended up right down here, no good. So I had to extend the neck to bring everything sort of up so that the bridge ends up here. Pretty well made, I've got to be honest, if I say it myself. There's kerping inside, and this, I've got a ring on the back here which strengthens things up a bit, and I used an old guitar strap to make the outside of it pretty. I've engraved my logo on the headstock. This armrest, for both of these ones that I made, I got a normal size armrest, cut it in half and kind of modified the shape of it to fit on these smaller ones. And I can't remember even what that is. That bracket I've got is the tailpiece. Pretty good sound on these, because it's wooden top and about 3mm thick. It tends to dull the sound down a bit as compared to a banjo or banjolele with a synthetic or real skin top. They're problematic, the skin ones, which I'll talk about a bit more in a little bit. So that's my soprano high G banjolele. That's that one. Okay, so the next one is also a banjolele, but this one's a tenor scale, quite a bit bigger. Now I bought this one. It's supposed to be what's that? Banjo uke kiwi sidekick. It turned out it's actually a counterfeit, this one, and it was pretty poor. It was badly constructed, so I completely rebuilt this. All of this hardware is all completely redone, because the ones that were on it, there was only 12, so no, 6, I think it was 3 or 4 each side, and they were spaced too far apart, and they were rubbish. The top was rubbish. I mean, actually, this ring is original. That's original. The neck and headstock is original. Nothing else is. Completely redone everything on this. Now I really like the tenor scale ukuleles, so I actually put new tuners on this as well, because the ones were on it that were horrendous. A proper banjo tailpiece on here. I completely rebuilt it. Like I said, the original part of this, actually I told a lie, is the neck and headstock the rim of the body itself, and that is called a tone ring. Nothing else on this is original. And this, you know, it's the same tuning, albeit a low G, but these ones with the plastic top, quite a bit louder. So yeah, that one was completely rebuilt, and I'm really happy with that. That's a nice one. So next one is, guess what? A banjolele. Now this is the most recent one I built. I actually finished this just a few days ago. Again on a tenor scale. So, you know, kind of a standard ukulele neck, and then there's this. I'm really proud of this. So again, wooden top, which as you can see I've engraved with my logo and a nice pattern around here, and also cut this whole thing out of a square piece of ply with the laser engraver. I made this armrest as well. I made the bridge. It's actually a 4-piece bridge. That bridge is made up of 4 pieces of wood. So you've got like ebony on the top, and then some wood underneath, 2 pieces, and then there's a little piece of like maple on the bottom as a shim. And you know, again, a proper banjo tailpiece, and then I've got this on the back. Yeah, so as I said, this is the most recent one I finished. Only finished it a few days ago, and the strings are still stretching, so it's a bit out of tune. This one's actually fairly quiet. It seems to be a little bit quieter than even the Soprano one. But yeah, that's I really like that. I'll be playing this one quite a bit. I love that. And again, my logo on the top. So the next one is, it's another handmade one, but not a banjolele this time. It's an actual ukulele. This is one I made quite a long time ago actually, and it was for sale in my shop, but I decided to keep this one for myself. So interesting shape. As I said, completely handmade. This the body of this one anyway. I don't make the necks. I just buy them because they're really, really cheap to buy. But I make the bodies. I really, really like this one. I made this one probably 3 or 4 years ago originally, and I have rebuilt it again since then. But this one, quite a small sound hole in this, but in the right position and a decent sound. Quite loud, quite deep tone, a woody tone. That's high G. So my Soprano is a high G, my black tenor is a low G, the last one I just showed you was also a low G. That's a high G. So there's that one. Now the next one is one that I bought quite a long time ago. It's a proper factory ukulele. This one is Ohana, quite a good brand. This is also a tenor. I love this one. This wasn't all that cheap. It wasn't expensive, but you know, fair price. And this is strung with a low G. This has got a beautiful tone, this one. Really deep, woody tone. I love this one. Yeah, Ohana, which is obviously a Hawaiian brand, but I think they might be built in Japan or China, I'm not sure. But to, you know, the Hawaiian specifications, is a beautiful, beautiful ukulele, that one. Okay, now the next one, believe it or not, is a ukulele, but it's a little bit different. It's my electric baritone ukulele, which, as you can see, is based on the Fender Telecaster. I really like the look of the Teles, and I absolutely love the look of this thing. It's got some weight to it. I mean, obviously, you know, it's a solid piece of wood, ash, I think, not too sure, with a maple neck, I think. But, you know, it's basically an exact copy of a Telecaster, albeit with only 4 strings. But the baritone, which this is strung D, G, B, E, which is basically the top 4 strings of a guitar. So this is effectively an electric guitar, a mini electric guitar, without the 2 bass strings, the E and the A. Love this thing. So this I actually bought from overseas and had it shipped. I had a lot of problems with that, I'm not going to go into that. So that's my Baritone Electric ukulele. Ooh. Now the next one is also a baritone. I really like the sounds of the baritones. This one, Bat King. It does come under different brand names as well, but I really, really like this. This one has got a few scars on it now. I play this quite a bit. This is an electro acoustic, although I don't have a battery in it at the moment. I've had to do a lot of work on this recently. I had to lower the bridge and the saddle because the action was a bit too high, but I just love the sounds of the baritone. Oh, that's out of tune as well, sorry. So that's another of my favourite instruments, that's the baritone ukulele. Okay, we're getting towards the end of my ukes now, just two more to show, which again are surprising for ukuleles. So this is a ukulele bass, or a bass ukulele. Great big thick rubber strings on this. But it's a bass. It's a mini bass really, and again I love it. These great big thick strings take some getting used to. I mean the E string is probably 7 or 8 mil thick. Maybe not quite, but yeah, love this. Not been practicing enough with this because I want to learn to play the bass, and this for me, because I play ukulele, this is the best way to go. I mean, a full-size bass is like 9 feet long, so for me this is much better. And it is electroacoustic. Basically a mini bass, but known as a uke bass ukulele. Okay, so one more to show in the ukuleles, and it is actually another bass, but this one is electric. I mean, how cool is that? Some of you might think, oh, it's rubbish. I love it. And you can see, for a bass guitar, the length of it. So, I mean, the acoustic one is slightly longer, because of the body. But for a bass, how small is that? And I absolutely love this thing. So yeah, it's another bass, but an electric one. It's it's done properly. It's all the proper stuff. So right, so that is all of my ukuleles. Whoa, just put that one back. So I was wondering if I was going to do this video series in 2 parts, and what are we now, 13 minutes in, and I'm basically only halfway through. So I know what would happen if I tried to squeeze it all in one video. I'll get towards the end and run out of time. So I'm going to end this video here, call this part 1 of my personal instrument collection. And in part 2 I will show you the rest of my instruments. So you've seen all the ukuleles now. The second part will be all non-ukuleles. Okay, so if you haven't already, please like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. And in the meantime, please look after yourselves, look after each other. We will see you soon. Peace out.